Ladies and gentlemen, have you been struggling with weight loss? Have you also tried healthy keto diets but nothing came as a result of it? Or did you become inconsistent and therefore you realized instead of losing weight, you're even adding more weight? Now, have you also seen the marketing products that are being aired on all social media platforms that are supposed or intended to help you lose that weight? Again, your favorite media personalities and online influencers have been out trying to market to you different procedures and different surgical interventions that can help you lose weight. These are basically procedures like the gastric bypass. We also have the gastric balloon and also liposuction. So anytime you walk or you log into a social media platform, you will see most women who have lost weight in a very short period of time, and you get tempted to go for these quick fix methods. Now today I'm going to talk to you about the gastric bypass. What is it? What are the long-term effects of doing a gastric bypass? And if at all you intend to do it, what are the do's and what are the don'ts? Okay, so what is gastric bypass? Now, gastric bypass is a surgical procedure that is intended, and I'm putting that intended in quotes, to help you lose weight. If you're obese, if you're overweight, this is a procedure that is intended to help you lose weight through different modifications that involve the stomach and the small intestines. So we join up your small intestine, a portion of it, to your stomach, which has to be a small portion, so that the amount of food that you eat, the quantity is reduced. And through that, you will end up losing weight. However, this procedure, just like any other weight loss procedure, has its benefits and also its demerits. So in this video, we will discuss all this in details. So this is the Health and Wellness Spot, and I am Dr. Lewis. During gastric bypass, what happens is a surgeon clips part of the stomach. So this is a stomach, normal stomach. Then this is like a representation of the gastric bypass, already done gastric bypass. So the surgeon cuts off or clips a portion of the stomach, the upper portion of the stomach, and then joins this all through to the small intestine. Okay, the lower part of the small intestine. Remember, this is the duodenum, and the lower part of the small intestine is what we call the jejunum. So what happens is you clip here. Once you clip here, you join this all the way to the jejunum. Okay, so you join this to the jejunum. So a portion of the small intestine, the lower portion, is joined to that portion of the stomach that has been clipped or that has been stapled, and therefore that creates this. And this is intended to reduce the amount of food that you will eat, because you see, the entire larger portion of the stomach has been bypassed, and the remaining part is the small portion of the stomach, which now dictates the amount of food that you will eat, and that will be a reduced quantity. So this can help you lose weight, yes. However, on its own, it cannot help you lose weight. You have to combine it with healthy living, exercise, and also diet, and diet being the larger portion of it. However, during exercise, this can also limit your ability to perform different exercises, because you have this a surgery. And just like any other surgery, it can limit your ability to perform different and heavy exercises. So once you do that, now remember, the intention is, in quotes, to help you lose weight. Now you've bypassed the stomach, the larger portion of the stomach. You've joined this small portion of the stomach to the lower part of the small intestine, which is the jejunum. And then now food can go straight into this small portion and into the small intestines. Now that is where the issues begin, because nature designed, first of all, remember, do not ever reverse a biological process. And to me, this is part of the reversal or the interference with biological processes. Therefore, if at all I was to advise people to lose weight, then I wouldn't go for the gastric bypass or other surgeries like gastric balloon and even the liposuction. You can lose weight through dietary modifications. However, for those who are extremely obese and require abrupt weight loss and is danger to their health, then they can opt for this type of surgery. Also, for those who just don't want to get involved in diets and they want to lose weight as a quick fix, then this happens to be one of the processes or procedures that can be of help to you. Now, we have reduced the amount of the stomach to a certain level that can hold a small amount of food, so that we reduce the amount of food that you eat. However, have we changed your habits? No. Have we also changed the hormonal differences that occur during weight gain? Because once you gain weight, there's an imbalance between ghrelin and the leptin hormone, which control hunger and appetite and satiety. So have we changed that? Have we even set these people's mind off those characters or those habits that led them to weight gain? That is something that has to be discussed before you even consider doing these surgeries. Again, this surgery is intended to reduce the amount of calories and nutrients that your body absorbs. Underline behind that statement? I'm saying that because your body is supposed to take different nutrients and calories from the diets that you're eating, from the food that you're consuming. Here we are reducing the amount of nutrients or amount of food that you're eating, and therefore we are also reducing the amount of nutrients that your body has to take from the diet. That will also lead us to another complication of gastric bypass, which has to be malnutrition. So as much as we want to encourage people to go for this surgery, or as much as we want to have conversations around gastric bypass and weight loss, then we need to also consider the amount of nutrients that these people will lack during this process. So now, this surgery is not for everyone, okay? The risks outweigh the benefit, and this surgery is not for everyone. So be sure to talk to your doctor and also involve a nutritionist to help you understand the basics of weight loss, then the do's and don'ts of this surgery before you go for it, because it's not for everyone. Remember, you've clipped this part of the stomach, you've stapled it, and you've remained with this small part of the stomach. And above the stomach, you have a membrane that is called the diaphragm, the one that when you breathe, it goes flat, flattens and opens up so that your lungs get enough air or enough space. And then when you breathe out, it goes back into the bow shape. That is the diaphragm. Now, this part of the stomach can pop out of the diaphragm, so it can pop through the diaphragm, and that is what we call hernia. So we have posts that talk about hernia, and this can be one type of hernia, and therefore hernia is also a complication of this surgery. So be careful when you're doing this, because you can end up in hernia. Then do not consider this as a quick fix, because this has to also take a period of time before you adapt to it. Also consider your psychological loopholes, because once you just change your eating habits and your lifestyle instantly, then your mind goes in a state of imbalance, because now you have to stop, or you have to reduce the amount of eating that you've been doing. Yet psychologically, your mind has registered that you're a large eater or a large quantity eater, and therefore this has proven to bring anxiety and depression in some people because of the change of behaviors. This is how the entire process happened.